Alright, I got one of the filters dug out here. There's the pipe that goes into the cleanup drum. I've over excavated it because I'm going to put the underlayment, then the liner, and then some more underlayment probably in there. So I want to have plenty of room. So that's where I'm at right now. Alright, so I got my pipe in, going into the clean out. I used a drill and a jigsaw to cut out the hole in the barrel. So I'm just going to extend that a little bit and then start putting rocks in. The half pipe in the trench was purchased at the Big Green hardware store at $20 per 1.2 metre length. And the pond liner for the bog filters was reclaimed from my first pond build, which was decommissioned to make way for this bigger pond. The clean out barrel's an old plastic drum used to transport olives. You can find heaps of these on Marketplace, eBay or Gumtree. Added some extra underlayment under the pipe just for some more protection. This is where the water will come in. So at the moment that's just going to stick up here until I plumb that finally. I've just got an elbow in there directing water, pushing it through the pipe towards that area, but all this will just fill up evenly is the plan. So we started with largish rocks, around the size of a cantaloupe I guess. I've chosen not to add any matrix blocks or to create a false bottom. I want to test if the clean out pipe and the large rocks create enough space to trap solid materials. As we moved up with the rock layer, we gradually got smaller. On the surface we added 20mm decorative river pebbles. These were also salvaged from our old pond. All up the water will pass through 60 to 70 centimetres of rock and pebbles. So here's a look inside the clean out barrel. The idea is I can drop in a sump pump and clean out the entire filter whenever's necessary. I'm hoping it'll be just a once a year job, but time will tell. So this pond has 2 of these filters on it. The lid and the remainder of the barrel will get concealed with rocks and plants eventually. Next up we cleaned up the main pond hole, fooled around a little and added the underlayment and pond liner. Moving this much liner with 2 people wasn't easy, but it was doable. It actually doesn't look that bad in time lapse. Before setting any rocks, we added another layer of geotextile underlayment. On this bottom section, I've also added a few water jets, but I'll go more into that in a future video. My channel is all about creating and maintaining beautiful water features on a budget. If that appeals to you, please like and subscribe, and I'll keep creating more ponds and more videos. Thanks for watching. See ya.